Hello YouTubers and toy collectors, this is Film School 93 with another authentic Legends and Collectibles toy review, and I'm your host, Joel Trujillo, and today's toys we'll be reviewing Spaceballs, the action figures, from my good friends over at Immersive 3D.
But before we get started on the toy review, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notifications for future toy reviews.
That's right, I said Spaceballs, the action figures. However, let's go way back to when the movie first came out back in 1987, and let's go a little bit before that, when Mel Brooks went to George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, and told him that he was making a movie parodying Star Wars and, of course, other sci-fi genres. He wanted to make sure it was okay. George loved the idea, but he said only on one exception, that you do not make any toys, any merchandise of your movie. So that was it. That situation was made a joke and made fun of during the movie when Yogurt, the character played by Mel Brooks, starts talking about merchandising. And of course, everybody knows the merchandising scene with the lunchbox, the cereal, the flamethrower, and so on and so forth. So there would never ever be Spaceball merchandise, action figures, toys in real life until almost 40 years later with Immersive 3D's Spaceballs the action figures.
Up we have Lone Star. Now, I usually do the 5-point articulated test on these figures, but not with these ones. They're made for display only, not really made to be played with. But if you get these figures, they're 3D printed. When you get them, you paint them, and this is how I painted my Lone Star action figure. So there you go. Up next is the late John Candy. Yes, Barf. Now, once again, you can paint these however you want these to be painted. This is what I've chosen, and it looks great. Once again, they come in 3D. You go and you paint them. Princess Vespa. I like this one. Once again, I like the detail, all the detail that they do there on these action figures. They capture the look, and that's always done like that 3.75 retro look. But I think that this is just a little bit above and beyond. And here's Dot Matrix, got that chrome paint on her, looking shiny, looking just like she did in the movie. And Yogurt, played by Mel Brooks. This is just funny. And he comes with this cane accessory. He also comes with his little accessory of himself, his little doll. May the Schwartz be with you. Now, this one's just a little bit different. Now, this gives you an idea of how the figures come from Immersive 3D, but my Lord helmet, I've upgraded it. That's another thing. You can upgrade your figures, but it comes with a full helmet as well as a hard cape, resin cape. What I've done, as you can see, is I've added a cloth cape, and I'm able to put in a head of my own to look like Rick Moranis as Lord Helmet, Dark Helmet, if you will. Here is Scroob by Mel Brooks. This one's really good. I like that. Then you got Colonel Sanders, Zircon. I absolutely love how these look. The doctor, and the surgeon, and the nurse. Don't forget the minister and Prince Valium. There, now we go to my favorite, Vinny. Of course, I'm not good at the straight line painting, so forgive me on this one, but I went and did the chrome look on his face, and I absolutely love this character from the movie. One of my all-time favorites. And up next, Pizza the Hut, voiced by the late Dom DeLuise. This was fun. Once again, they come 3D printed. You add your paint apps to it, and so I just went crazy with this, adding the pepperoni, the bell peppers, the mushrooms, if you can see that, and I just absolutely love these figures that come from Immersive 3D. Now, if you don't want to paint these figures, they also will paint them for you, and they do a good job on that. They also come with the certified, letting you know that this is limited production with this, with the likeness of Pizza the Hut. So these are limited action figures, and then it tells you to be careful because they are fragile. They will break. And like I was saying earlier, if you don't want to paint them, they'll paint them themselves. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of, whoa, is that a Winnebago in the background? That's right, my friends. Immersive 3D is going to be making these Winnebagos as well as Princess Vespa's Mercedes. So I look forward to grabbing those in the near future. But like I said, if you guys do not want to paint the figures, they'll also paint them for you with an extra couple of bucks, and they'll do that for you. But these are just absolutely cool. All right, here's the whole entire Spaceballs gang. Spaceballs, the action figures. Oh, I just love it. Once again, Immersive 3D models. I keep saying Immersive 3D because I've known them for that name. Immersive 3D models have knocked this out the ballpark. Each one of these has its own unique detail to them. I think they're just really cool. And it's like a 3.75 retro throwback to the Kinder days, but these are just a little bit more, almost like a comic book look to them. And that's what makes these action figures so unique. Once again, I'll put the link in the description below if you're interested in getting these action figures.
Well, there you have it. These little toys are awesome. I love Pizza the Hut. I think it turned out really good. And of course, like I told you, these are 3D made figures. You paint them, or for a couple extra bucks, you can have them painted there. Eric and his wife, they'll paint them for you. But these are awesome little action figures. If you want these, if you like Spaceballs, if you like the 3.75 action figures, that retro nostalgic look, taken back to the Kinder era of Star Wars during the early 80s, late 1970s, or you just like things like this in general, sci-fi action figures, then I highly recommend you go check out Immersive 3D's website and see what they have to offer. And don't forget to tell them that your old pal Joel Trujillo over at Film School 93 sent you.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button below and please subscribe to our channel.